In the heart of Umuobi, a quiet village in Igbo land, lived Chika and his wife, Nneka. Nneka was heavily pregnant, and her glow was the only light in their small, run-down home. Chika, a hard-working but struggling man, loved his wife deeply. He did everything he could to provide, but jobs were scarce, and money was hard to come by. One day, their landlord, Mr. Kingsley, was not a patient man. For 3 months, Chika had begged him for more time to pay the rent, but the old man had run out of mercy. One hot afternoon, he showed up with 2 young men carrying cutlass and guns. "Chika!" Mr. Kingsley bellowed, slapping the door with his walking stick. "I have warned you. Today, I will throw your things outside." Nneka sat in the corner, holding her swollen belly. Her face was lined with worry. Chika stood by the door, his shoulders slumped. "Please, Papa, have mercy. My wife is pregnant. I will pay you as soon as I can find work." "Empty promises." Mr. Kingsley barked. "If you cannot pay, then you cannot stay." The young men began dragging their few belongings out of the house: an old mattress, a small table, and a few cooking utensils. Tears rolled down Nneka's cheeks as she watched her world fall apart. Just then, a car rolled into the dusty compound. The shiny black vehicle stood out in the small village. A tall man in a crisp white shirt stepped out. He was Chief Joseph, a well-known businessman in the community who rarely visited. "What is happening here?" Chief Joseph asked, his voice firm but calm. "Oh, Chief," Mr. Kingsley replied, bowing slightly. "This tenant has refused to pay his rent. I am teaching him a lesson." Chief Joseph looked at Chika and Nneka. His gaze softened when he saw Nneka's still strict face and her condition. "How much does he owe?" 15,000 naira, the landlord said. Chief Joseph reached into his pocket and brought out a wad of cash. "Here, take 30,000. That covers his rent for the next 3 months. Leave this family in peace." The landlord's mouth fell open, but he quickly grabbed the money and stuffed it into his pocket. "Thank you, Chief. God bless you," he said, waving off his helpers. Nneka and Chika were stunned. Chika fell to his knees, tears in his eyes. "Thank you, sir. God will bless you abundantly. We did not expect this kindness." Chief Joseph smiled. "Stand up, my brother. Everyone needs help sometimes. Take care of your wife, and when the baby comes, let me know. I will come and bless the child." With that, he got back into his car and drove away, leaving behind a trail of hope and gratitude. Chika and Nneka embraced, their hearts full of thanks. For the first time in months, they felt a glimmer of hope. From that day, Chika worked even harder, determined to make a better life for his growing family. The villagers often said that Chief Joseph was sent by God, and in their hearts, Chika and Nneka knew it to be true. The evening after Chief Joseph's intervention, the neighbors gathered around Chika and Nneka's home, whispering about the unexpected rescue. Some marveled at Chief Joseph's kindness, while others speculated on what had moved such a busy man to act. For Chika and Nneka, it felt like a miracle. With their rent paid and the immediate pressure lifted, Chika poured his energy into seeking more work. He woke up earlier than usual and visited neighboring villages, offering to help with farm work, masonry, or anything that would earn a little money. Every evening, he returned home exhausted but hopeful, bringing with him a small bag of gari or vegetables for Nneka. One day, while Chika was out searching for work, a knock came on their door. Neka, now heavily pregnant and moving slowly, opened it to find an elderly woman with a warm smile. She introduced herself as Mama Joy, Chief Joseph's mother. "My son told me about your situation," Mama Joseph said, stepping inside. She handed Neka a basket filled with yams, dried fish, and palm oil. "This is for you. My son believes in lifting others, and I want to help as well." Neka was overwhelmed. She fell to her knees in gratitude, tears streaming down her face. "Thank you, Mama. May God bless you and Chief Joseph." Mama Joy sat with Neka for a while, offering words of encouragement and advice on motherhood. Before leaving, she promised to check in again and insisted that Neka send for her if she ever needed help. Weeks passed, and the baby's arrival was near. Chika managed to save a little money, enough to buy a few essentials for the baby, a small cot, some clothes, and a mosquito net. Despite their struggles, there was an air of excitement in their home. One fateful night, Neka woke Chika with a pained cry. "It's time," she whispered, clutching her belly. Chika panicked for a moment but quickly composed himself. He borrowed a neighbor's bicycle and carefully placed Neka on it. He pedaled furiously to the nearby clinic, praying under his breath. When they arrived, the midwives took over. Chika paced outside the delivery room, his heart pounding with worry and anticipation. Hours later, the cries of a baby filled the air. The midwife came out, smiling. "Congratulations, Chika. It's a baby boy." Chika fell to his knees, overwhelmed with joy. He was allowed inside to see Neka, who looked tired but radiant, holding their tiny bundle of joy. Tears streamed down his face as he cradled his son. "We shall name him Chokomika," he said. "God has done wonderfully." Word of the baby's birth reached Chief Joseph and his mother. The next day, they arrived at the clinic bearing gifts, baby supplies, money, and a small parcel of land for Chika to farm. Chief Joseph placed a gentle hand on Chika's shoulder. "Chika, this is not charity. It is a hand up. Work hard, and one day, you will also help others." With renewed determination, Chika began farming the land. He grew enough to feed his family and sell at the local market. Over time, their financial situation improved, and they moved into a slightly bigger house. Chika and Neka never forgot the kindness shown to them, and they made it their mission to help others in need whenever they could. The story of Chika, Neka, and their miraculous turnaround became a tale of hope in Umuobi village. It was a reminder that even in the hardest times, a little kindness could change everything.